probably won't get into great depth with the Lita stuff, just out of respect for my wife.
And Lita, you whore! I'm gonna make your life miserable too!
I legitimately thought you were gonna murder Edge.
Yeah. You know, it went through my mind.
And the WWE can kiss my ass! I'm saying Ring of Honor! All right!
I tried to be a professional at the end of the day. That's kind of my gimmick. I try and rein everything in and control my emotions. I've learned that lesson over my lifetime.
Not far from my house, I met her there. Seemed like a pretty cool girl. Just talked to her for a little bit. She said, "Oh, we're doing some more shows in this area," and those guys were interested in bringing Jeff and I in. This was kind of when they were still doing third-party bookings. I was going, "Yeah, sure. If you're in this area, I'd love to come there and do the show, whatever." Yeah. It's when we were still wearing the plaid tights and stuff. A few weeks later, we actually did a show with those guys, and I remember just hanging out with her. And she was never like the kind of girl I would have envisioned myself being with, especially at that time. But I remember just hanging out with her. She had like a real cool personality to her, and that night after the show, we actually drove back to Charlotte. And we went out to a club and hung out for a while. And I remember, that night we talked for a long time, and we got a tad bit physical, had a little bit of physical interaction.
Now listen up, bitch. Don't give me that fucking smart ass look. You always do. I'm eating a Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and you're going to stay here in this bathroom for the remainder of the day. And you're not getting any food, and you're not getting any water. If you get out of line, I'm going to fucking punch you in the eye.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for that serious point on the DVD. Right here in front of you, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, and Lita, better known as Team Extreme. Probably the WWE's most popular, coolest ever intergender three-person unit there's ever been. Would you agree, Jeff?
Yes, I would.
Jeff concurs. And on top of that, myself, Matt Hardy, and Amy Dumas, the lady who portrayed Lita, along with our little son Lucas, we had a great little family together. We had a great life together. Every time I even talk about it, it makes Lucas shake and nervous and sad and upset because it's so heart-wrenching. But you see, what happened was Lita fucked it up. Amy fucked it up. And the night that I found out there was a little crazy activity going on, believe me the fit hit the shan. So with no further ado, let's go back and watch the night that happened. Let's go back and watch the reenactment.
Complicated for a television episode.
I want to talk to you about your neck injury. You were filming Dark Angel.
Yeah.
And so you were doing a deal with a stunt woman and crash landing. What in your neck?
Mm-hmm.
3 broke vertebrae are cracked.
Yeah.
What was the story on that? And so it was your first TV gig?
Yeah, that was my first TV gig, my last TV gig.
First and last.
And that was when you had talked about going out there and doing all these moves and just feeling like I can be wide open in the ring. I had kid power. I was invincible until then. I mean, right. And it really took my invincibility out of me. And that is what, screw the pain, screw the time on the shelf, but taking my invincibility away was like the biggest bummer. That and the fact that I took for a long time, I wanted the girl that dropped me, I wanted her neck to be broken. And I didn't like carrying that around. I'm like, if I see her, I want to attack her, and right. I don't like feeling like that.
Right. Do you still harbor those feelings?
I don't now, just because I'm like, whatever. It's like, it's not just even something that I think about, but it took a long time for me to even shake. I was like, I hate her. And I don't even like that I hate her, and I wish I didn't.
Right.
We need to give you the opportunity to talk about the way that everything was affecting you and affecting you. You had a relationship with Matt. Mm-hmm. We all know, all the things with the Matt and Edge and all of that. But take me back, to you and Matt. I mean, you gravitated together for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew Matt, on the independent. I met him on an independent show. We were, we weren't, until I was in the WWE, we became pretty tight. Mm-hmm. But honestly, it was the bond on the love of chasing our dream. Mm-hmm. And so that was our main bond always. sure, we had good banter, we got along, we never argued, you know, like, but I remember when I broke my neck and I was at home, you know, and he's on the road, and they're doing their thing, and it was the first chance I was at home recuperating, because he was still, you know, 100% into his career, and I was 100% out of it at that moment, because I had to be.
Right.
And I remember thinking, yeah, we're not going to be together when our careers are over, because that is our bond together. The way we view life, our interests, our, like, they don't really align.
The first time I started recognizing anything really wrong with Amy, where she acted extremely different towards me, was around Valentine's Day, which was actually February 14th. And during the course of Valentine's Day, I went out of my way to buy her all this great stuff, and she didn't get me hardly anything. And that was never the case. It was always vice versa. I would get her something nice, but she would get me a ton of shit. So I realized something was going on there. And during the course of this week, I kept trying to ask her, what's wrong? What's your problem? She says, well, my head's not where it should be, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with my future, and I'm not sure how I feel about things, even living here, being with you. And I was like, where the fuck is this coming?
And
how did that feel when you
figured
that out?
It was so weird, because I was like, okay, but so now that I know that, should we split up? But, you know, I love him, and I love our time together, so no, but I can't see growing old with this person. And
this is all coming out of left field. And anyway, the morning of February 22nd, we'd actually had a very passionate lovemaking session that night. And I walked out to actually grab some water, because my throat was dry. And as I walked to the refrigerator and grabbed some water, I looked over, and Amy's bag was there. So I reached in, pulled out the phone, checked the voicemail, and lo and behold, she hadn't checked in a couple of days, and Adam had been burning up her phone.
Were launched into superstardom on the heel sense when you did what had to be the most uncomfortable storyline with the whole Matt Hardy Lita thing. How uncomfortable was it to act out this thing that happened in your real life that you just wanted to, I would assume you just wanted to get away from.
Yeah.
And you just wanted to, like, yeah, I fucked up and let's move past it. And then they were like, no, everybody knows about it. This is too good. How uncomfortable?
Well, I understood it. From a business standpoint, I always try and look at it from Vince's standpoint. It's like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
You know, I totally get it. I put myself in this position, so, you know, I only got myself to blame. So, all right, you reap what you sow. So let's go sow it.
But were you able to get there? Yeah. Were you able to, like, like, I can understand that intellectually, but just as a human being, were you able to be there?
Yeah, you know, I tried to commit to whatever I had to do on screen, because that was the only way it was going to work, you know, and it really did feel like it was, you know, her and I against the world kind of thing. So that we felt that way, so it was easy to portray that on TV.
Yeah. For those that don't know, there's a whole story on the internet. There was an affair, and Matt Hardy's girlfriend, and blah blah blah. They turned it into a storyline.
Yeah.
Just to bring everybody up to speed without, like, you know.
Yeah, without assuming everyone knows the wrestling world.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it was difficult without a doubt, and I'd say that was probably like the most stressful point of my career from just a personally taxing standpoint. But yeah, I was like, okay, see it through, get past it, and really my mindset was, we're here now, so I'm gonna use this, and try and, if you want to, you know, think you think you know me, if you think you know me, I'm gonna use this to fuel, you know, you want to hate me, I'll give you reasons.
Yeah, and it seemed like I always felt like it seemed like weathering that storm was what brought you over to the next level, where it was like, okay, let's try this out on a bigger level. And once you tried it out, you were there. I mean, probably I've been to a couple WrestleManias live, and your match with Undertaker is my favorite live WrestleMania moment, just because it seemed everything just kind of came together. Like, you were ready. Like, I felt like that. You feel like that was a kind of a peak?
Yeah, that was my favorite, you know, personal WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
You know, just to okay, we're closing out WrestleMania. I'm going against Undertaker.
And it was kind of like the whole, you always on, you were on an upswing until there. Is he ready? Is he ready? Is he ready? And then it was like once you came out, it's like yes.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean? He's on that level.
I think before that they knew, or they wouldn't have put me in that position. You know, I don't think you put someone in the last match against Undertaker unless you already know.
Just to try things out.
Yeah, I don't. That you're past the trying out point at that juncture.
Where you're on the receiving end of a move, a big moment. It's the cage match with Matt Hardy, and there's the leg drop onto you. And I don't know how you can prepare for that one either. Like, I know how much that hurt Matt. He said he couldn't walk right for weeks after that. I mean, he's way up there, and you've got to hope that he's going to land it right.
Well, and even with everything that him and I had been through, that was never a doubt in my mind. You know, we'd all worked each other so much, and we all had just natural chemistry with each other. And you're pros, you know? So you got to have a lot of faith in a person. You got to have a lot of trust in a person. And generally speaking, those moves are usually worse on the person doing them. Yeah. You just got to lie there and just, okay.
I remember ordering that pay-per-view and being like, Matt Hardy's going to kill this guy. Like, Matt Hardy might actually, like, we might witness a murder on television. How did you put that aside and just work?
Well, you know, we're here, right? Okay. So how do we try and pull some positives out of a lousy situation, and a lousy situation that I made the bed, right? And that was really all you can do. It's like, okay, we're here now. Let's try and, you know, and also the companies wants to run with this. Well, let's try and make a good story out of this, a good program out of this. Let's try and make some money out of this. Because at that stage, what else are you going to do? So that's really what it boiled down to, is like, okay, right, put the personal aside and try and make some business out of this. And hopefully on the tail end of it, we can both come out of it better. In a perfect world, that doesn't always end up being the case, though.
How long did it take till you were good again with Matt?
I mean, honestly, it wasn't that long. I think kind of once we went through that, and once we both realized, oh, okay, still the same guys, and still have the same chemistry, still have the same everything. So, you know, I feel like the fan base took a lot longer to come around to the idea that we were okay than we did. It was pretty quickly.
And then
you just got to move on.
Everybody ready? Okay. 3, 2. So anyway, the reason. Do we have hot dogs? Oh my God, what is this?
Spinach dip. And also shrimp cocktail.
Personality. I know. That's all I use. This stuff. No good. No good.
I would like to say that I'm just glad that everybody's here hanging out, and as we kind of said earlier, it's you know, their presence is present of everybody.
Is that not beautiful?
Very
also,
tough. Yeah.
Are their presence?
I kind of feel bad now.
And also,
No, it's actually backwards. Their presence.
Their presence
is their
present.
presence. Yes, exactly. No, that's right. Mine.
All right.
Because we're here, we're present, plus we done spent $3,500.
And it is times.
Okay.
So that we're all hanging out on a Saturday night, which we never get off, and that in itself is a present. That's a present.
Except for me and
What?
Except for me and Shane.
How long?
Well, I guess I should thank Vince McMahon for officially bringing me back to Raw. But actually, Vince McMahon didn't bring me back to Raw. The people, each and every one of you, brought me back to Raw.
Will be joining us with live microphones. They can say whatever they want to whoever they want. And let's welcome right now Edge and Lita, who are coming to us from their home. We'll get with you guys in just a second, but also right here in the studio with me, sitting to my left, is of course Matt Hardy. And Matt, thanks for coming on the show. Now, first things first, let's just kind of, set the story. This Sunday, SummerSlam, it's a match 6 months ago we thought wouldn't be possible. It'll be you one-on-one with Edge. So much emotion involved in this match, and it's kind of fitting, isn't it, that the final war of words about this match will take place on the internet, where this whole thing kind of broke. Everyone found out about this on the internet, and Edge.
And during the course of Adam burning up her phone, he left a couple of messages that were pretty dead giveaways that something was going on. Because during the course of the messages, he's saying, "Please call me back soon. You know, I can't sleep at night if I know you're not going to be with me. I love you. I love you. I love you." And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? The first thing I did was forward those messages to both of my phones, the A line and the B line. And I also forwarded the message to Hurricane. So after doing that, I walked into the bedroom, I jerked the covers off her ass, and told her to sit up. And I said, "Now we're going to play a game called Tell the Fucking Truth. We're going to play a little game called Tell the Fucking Truth." And I proceeded to take the messages I just sent to my phone, and I played them in front of her. And I just remember she started crying, breaking down.
What the fuck? I love you? What the fuck does that mean? How long have you been fucking him, huh? Huh? Fuck. Speak up. I love you. I love you. What the fuck is that about, huh?
Your promo on Raw the week before. It's like beating a baby seal, okay?
Well, see, I'll tell you this. When we get in SummerSlam, Adam, there's not going to be any writers that can stop me. There's not going to be any agents that can stop me. There's not going to be a McMahon that can stop me.
Promo right now.
It's great, Adam. I talk in wrestling promos, but when we get in there, my fist is going to
your face. Because your life is wrestling, and that's it. You can't separate. Like I said before, you just proved my point, dumbass.
Let me tell you a little something about life. What about when you were out hurt with your broke neck as we were friends, and I called you every week, "Adam, are you okay, dude? If there's anything I can do, please
like
let me know."
Said, definitely.
And week in and week out. No, but when I was out hurt, you stupid bastard, you lying coward, what did you do? You did everything you could do to get inside my girl's head and inside her pants.
Yeah, I
thanks for repaying me so well.
I waited for you to leave, Matt. No,
what a class
you couldn't
act.
supply what a real man needs to supply. You can't do it.
You're a scumbag,
You're a little
Adam.
boy, plain and simple.
Ed, you just talked about Matt talking and wrestling promos. What was your reaction when you heard Matt say that he wouldn't be offended if you died in a car accident?
Well, I think that says the kind of person Matt Hardy is right there. I'm not saying I'm perfect, never have. And
you're far from perfect.
I will continue to make mistakes the rest of my life. That's what human beings do. That's not to brush off what happened. That's a mistake. Granted, it's not a mistake that I'm sitting beside her right now, though. So you ask about what I think about someone saying they want me to die in a car accident. The only reason I can think that someone would say that is, number one, they need to get a life. Number two, they don't want to face me at SummerSlam. Plain and simple. That's all there is to it. If you say that, you see, I want you to be safe. I said it last Monday. Strap your seatbelts in tight. Take care of yourself. I want it to come to SummerSlam. This Sunday, I want you and I face to face. I want everyone to see it. You put everything out there for everyone to talk about. Now they can see us go at it. No one to get in between, just you and me.
And I cannot wait.
Oh, you know what? You can't wait, but guess what? Here's a little analogy for you. I'm Bill Gates. You're the hobo on the side of the street with a cardboard sign saying, "We'll wrestle for food." That's the difference between you and me.
Okay, Edge. You're the greatest.
You know what? SummerSlam?
You're the greatest.
SummerSlam, it's time to nut up or finally shut the up.
He's going to throw the...
What's going to happen at SummerSlam? I guess the stage is all yours now. Edge and Lita are gone. What do you have to say?
This is absolutely what I have to say. Adam Copeland, a guy who was one time one of my best friends, and now I am his biggest adversary in life, and he is my biggest adversary in life. And he can talk about how he's the main eventer and how he's this and that, but when it all comes down to it, you strip everything away, all this wrestling whore, and because that's all this is whore, in the big picture that we call life here. When you strip all that away, when we step into the ring at SummerSlam, it's going to be live. And there's nobody that can stop me from hurting him. And I will, dude. I will, because I've never been this driven. And when we get in that ring, like I said before, it's kill or be killed. And Matt Hardy will not die. I will not die, man. And Adam, you piece of shit, you lying scumbag bastard, we got just a couple days. And believe me, I am your worst nightmare. And if you don't believe it right now, you will. You will come SummerSlam.
I've been beaten. I've been betrayed. I've been as low as you can go. I've been through hell. But I will never back down. I will always get back up. I am Matt Hardy. I will not die.